Yeah, I've been dancing in my room, swaying my feet.
So good day, I'm Jonah Alferales. I'm discussing you what are records. Records consist of the following: handwriting, typewriter, or otherwise reproductive matter, including books, statement of accounts. So it means records ay ito po yung mga record or isang document na dito nakasulat ang mga kailangan isulat, kagaya ng mga statement information, all kinds of photos of the person who commit crime, or complainant records or logbook records. The second, what are the elements of what is records management? Records management ay ito po ay isang pamahala ng mga talaan. Talaan at impormasyon. Ito ay isang nagpapaandar ng organisasyon na nakatuon sa pamahalaan ng or paglikha or mga resibo hanggang sa matapos ang kanilang disposition. So, third is, what are the elements of police records? For me, ito po ay isang kabilang sa ulat ng pag-aresto sa isang pangyayari na karaniwang mahirap makuha, at pag-aresto sa mga tugon sa mga insidente ng mga pulisya. At ito po ay isang bukas sa isang publiko, kagaya ng warrant na kadalasang bukas din sa mga pampublikong inspeksyon.
So, Fact 77. What are the purpose of police records? So, number 1, determining the nature, extent, and distribution of the police problems of crimes, delinquency, vice, and traffic. Number 2, determining the size and distribution of the force. Number 1, numerical strength versus striking power. Ito yung mga krimen na grabe ka dangerous, malakas na criminal. Number 2, influence of patrol efficiency upon total personal strength of a police department. Functional distribution, geographical distribution, chronological distribution of force. Control over crimes committed in their investigation. So, control over crimes, ito yung mga committed sa aksidente na kailangan ng kontrol ng mga police officers, walang makapasok except sa mga relatives ng mga committed of crime. Making administrative prediction, revealing unusual problems and emergency situation. Selecting the best man for a particular assignment or for promotion. So, what are the importance of police record? So, primary means of communication among members of the police department and the integration of various units of the organization for accomplishing the police task force. So, ito yung mga police na nakikicommunicate sa tulad ng mga DPAT para umunlad ba ang komunidad. So, number 2, essential. In the difference performance of routine duties, supervision, and control of personnel and determination of department policy. So, ang essential ay ito yung routine duties na pinapalitan ng iba para masystematize ang mga police officers. So, what are the specific functions and uses of records? Ito yung mga ginagamit sa pag mag-blatter ka, mga delegadong criminal, mga cases, or ipahayag ang kanilang mga naggawang masama. So, number 1, measure police efficiency. Number 2, present the community crime picture. So, number 2, ito yung one, kunan mo ng picture at saka i-present sa mga i-present to PNP para ipablatter. Number 3, assist in assigning and promoting personnel. So, ito yung mag-assist, kumbaga nagpa-blatter ka ng picture. So, i-assist mo yung police, kumbaga sa akin, i-assist. Number 4, identify individuals. Ito yung one, kumbaga, i-identify ang suspect kung anong ang mga others crime niya. Kung siya ay maraming nagawang kuan, masamang bagay. So, control investigation, make information available to the public, increase the efficiency of traffic control, assist the court or prosecutors. So, increase efficiency or traffic control, ito yung mag-operasyon sa mga highway para tignan yung kung nakasaya ba yung one, hinahanap nila. Coordinate custodial activities, integrate the department's furnish data for the budget. Thank you.
So today I will discuss what are types of police records. The classification of police records are in 5 categories. First is case records, second arrest and booking records, third is identification records, fourth is administrative records, and fifth miscellaneous records. So case records, all papers filed with the court during a lawsuit as well as transcripts of all hearings and trials made by a court reporter are referred to as the case record. So case records is composed of 2 categories. First is complaint assignment sheet, which reflects all information regarding complaints and reports received by the police from citizens and other agencies or actions initiated by the police. So it means ito ay tumatalakay sa lahat ng impormasyon tungkol sa mga reklamo o mga ulat na natatanggap ng pulisya mula sa mga mamamayan at iba pang mga ahensya. Second is investigation report, which contains the findings and action taken by the investigating officer based on inquiries made and by obtaining the available facts of the incident. It contains the findings and action taken by the investigation officer batay sa nakuhaang mga impormasyon during the actions or incidents. Arrest and booking records. These records maintains the arrest and jail booking reports, which is required for all persons arrested. It is made out of full on each persons arrested. It shall bear an arrest number for each arrest made. So, ito ay mga records ng mga naaresto at dito din tinatala ang bilang ng mga naaresto. Identification records is the third major division of police records. Fingerprints records are the heart of any identification system. Identification records have their own number series, and an identification number is assigned to each criminal to identify records relating to him. Dito ginagawa ang fingerprint record at tinaguri ang heart of any identification system dahil ito ay nagpo-provide ng positive identification, and the police must supplement it with a record of physical characteristics, and in some cases a photograph of the criminal. Administrative records. These records are required in the management of the department's personnel and designed to aid in an assignment, promotion, and disciplinary action. Such records are so essential in administering personnel matters that they must be maintained in a police department. Next is miscellaneous records. These are the records which do not relate to recorded complaints and investigation reports but are informational in character. So ito ang mga talaan na hindi nauugnay sa naitala na mga reklamo at mga ulat sa pagsisiyasat, ngunit may impormasyon sa katangian.
So hi everyone, my name is Ubat and Hani Mama. So my topic is the continuation of police records. So the question is, how do you document recording and filing system? So accordingly the nature of police works justifies and give emphasis on criminal records. So to be fully effective, a police records system must be. So upang ito ay maging effective ang police records system, so kailangan din itong comprehensive and should include every incident coming to the attention of the police. Ibig sabihin, ito ay naintindihan, comprehensive, kumbaga anong tawag dito, kumbaga naintindihan ng isang mambabasa o the investigator, at saka kailangan din nakalagay dito ang lahat ng incident na encounter ng isang police investigator sa isang crime scene. So it must be adequately indexed to permit ready reference. Kailangan may mga reference din ito. Tsaka it must be centralized to provide adequate control and minimum utilization of clerical personnel. At saka kailangan din ito, kung pwede, simple as possible, so consistent with adequacy, and must lend itself to summarization analysis to permit continuing appraisal of the service. So dito naman tayo sa case records. So what is case records? So case records is the heart of any police record system. So ibig sabihin, napakalaga ng case records, kasi kung wala ito, wala namang silbi ang police record system ng isang PNP. So it is the basis. Also, case records is the basis for an analysis of offense and the methods by which they are committed. So ito din ang pinagbabasihan ng police investigator at sabay itong ina-analyze kung bakit at saka ano yung ginamit ng isang offender sa kanyang na-commit na krimen. So, the following are the different types of report included under the case records, which shall be accomplished accordingly by all concerned. So, number 1, complaint assignment sheet. The complaint assignment sheet is the foundation record of the police department. So, number 2, the desk officer or clerk or telephone operator receiving a call for police assistance accomplishes it. So, number 3, each complaint assignment sheet shall be assigned a different number. So, the question is, how many numbering system do we have in the police? So, number 1, complaint number. Number 2, case number. So, under case number, the complaint assignment sheet becomes the primary document for analysis of crime occurrence, while the investigative report becomes the prime document for the continuation of the investigative process. So, a separate complaint assignment sheet is required for each crime or incident reported to the police. So, it makes no difference whether the complaint is reported by telephone, by letter, in the person at the police desk to an officer on duty or otherwise. So, that's all, ma'am. That's all, ma'am. Thank you.
Good day, ma'am. I am Julmar Fernandez Rebuldal. So I am here to continue the report in the previous page 79. So I am here at page 8. So in letter E, the complaint assignment sheet is registered by stamping a serial number on which, when registered, the complaint and assignment sheet becomes a part of a record system. So kani nga sheet ma'am kay ginagamit tapos gigamitan siya og stamping serial number para ma-register siya dayon mahimo siyang og record system sa ko. And next, in letter F, there shall be a consecutive serial of complaint numbers assigned by the desk officer. So naay klase-klase nga mga series nga complaint or complaint numbers nga assigned gihatag sa desk officer para siya ang mo trabaho anang trabaho. So next, letter G, the complaint number must not be confused with the case number. So naay difference ang duha, gituyo nila og gilahi-lahi nila ang style or pagkuan sa mga number para dili maglibog ang ka. Then next, in letter H, all incidents shall receive a complaint number. However, those incidents requiring a police investigation shall receive the case. So naay klase-klase nga mga complaint gikan sa tao, pero kana mga those incidents kay i-require gid siya o gamitan og police investigation para mabasa nila ang kaso dayon tagaan nila og case number. Next, at letter I, the case number identities each case and all other papers and reports relating to it and serves a basis for filing. So, ang ingon ako ganina, pag mag-complain ka, dayon i-undergo siya og police investigation, dayon ang case number mo siya makapamatuod nga ang ang papers o reports nga relating sa mga incidents or mga cases kay importante siya or serve na siya as for pag mag-file ka og kaso for filing. So next, in letter J, the desk officer receiving the call need to obtain detailed information from the complaint but should secure the basis information need to prepare the complaint assignment sheet. So ang desk officer siya ang mudawat sa mga call, sa mga tawag sa laing tao og naa siya na siya na-obtain nga mga detailed information gikan sa complaint, pero dapat niyang i-secure kana nga kuan information sa mga or isulat niya sa gi-prepare niya nga complaint or assignment sheet. So next, letter K, if the complaint is lodged in the present, the this officer or of the present shall prepare the complaint assignment sheet into 2 copies indicating so thereon the complaint number assigned by central record unit. So kada complaint na ay mga nailahi nga present dayon ang this officer maoy siya mo prepare dayon iyang i-photocopies para ang isa original tapos ang isa gamiton para ihatag sa kuan sa central record unit. Then for next, L, the original copy shall be forwarded to the central recorded. So sama kung gingon sa letter K ganina ang kuan gihimuan og duha ka kopya kay ang katong isa ka kopya day ihatag day sa central record unit. So next, so susumpay gyapon na siya sa kuan investigation report. This type is prepared as written report on the findings of the investigation. So after na nila ma-receive tong complaint or assignment sheet, so maghimo na sila og investigation report. Then ang case report, this report shall be accomplished by the investigator or member of making preliminary investigation of crimes reported to the police. So ang case report kung ano siya, dito nimo makita kung ang mga nakuha or na-gathered sa mga investigator na-accomplish nila sa kanang pagkuha nila sa investigation, ila ang preliminary investigation sa crime, tapos ilang gamitan maghimo din sila og report. So mo na siya case report. Next, sa sulod sa kuan case report, the investigation officer shall submit this report at the end of the third duty. So after nila maadto dito sa nga scenario or sa katong nga scene, so pag balik nila dapat na sila ma-submit nga report. So for letter B, this report shall be prepared in the number of copies required by the department for distribution. So kaning nga report mas gi-prepared og maayo dayon dapat daghan siya og copies kay para igamit nimo ihatag sa kuan sa this officer og mga pag photocopy ang laing department. And next, C for uniformity of crime reporting. This shall follow the prescribed classification of the offense indicate while duplicate copies shall remain in the present concern of the corresponding action. So ang giingon dire for uniformity of the crime, ang mga gipangkuha ni mga mga nag-gather nga information tapos na may gipanghimo nga mga case report, investigation report, dapat napoy photocopy or copies nga ipabilin gapon sa present para in kaso kuan na like concern sa kanang nga corresponding action. Tapos third D, the officer assigned to a case shall make his report at the end of this tour duty. So pareha sa letter A, dapat maghimo sila og report pagka human nila og adto sa gi-assign nila nga scene o kung asa sila gibutang para mo investigate tapos himuan din nila og case report. So next, supplement progress or final report. So ang kanisya progress report shall be accomplished by the investigator continuing the investigation if the case is left in a pending status after case report has been submitted. Pending status after the case report has been submitted. So Kumbaga, kung pag-submit ninyo rito sa inyong gisubmitan pero pending ra gyapon ang report kay wala pa gitrabaho kay busy pang mga ubang pulis. So need nimo i-supplement. So mo send na po ka og otro, i-submit nimo sa kuan. Tapos after atong case kung pending gyapon o subon gyapon para malihok sa mga ubang pulis. So for next, so sumpay sa kuan, it shall be submitted within 3 days. So 3 days ra di siya after the submission of the initial report and monthly thereafter until the case is closed or cleared. So mag-submit mo within 3 days. Dili ninyo pa dugay-dugay yon kay basin makuan ang kuan. Tapos so letter B, closing a case shall not be confused with the clearing case. So if kung sirado na ang case, dapat sirado na gyud dayon. Dili siya pwede matawag or dili ma-confuse ang uban nga i-clearing a case. So murag ang clearing case kay kanang kumbaga nga wala na siya, wala na i-appeal nga kaso. Murag wala siya na close. Dili proper kuan ang kaso. Dili proper close ang pagkon sa kanang kaso. So ma'am, daghang salamat sa pagpapaminaw. Bye-bye.
Good day guys, I'm Gio Samudal and I'm going to report the Supplement Progress Report, Continuation Report. This report shall be used at the second and succeeding ages of all kinds of report. Itong report na to ay i-continue yung mga nagagathered or i-continue yung mga progress na nag-achieve ng mga final reports. Technical report. This report shall be accomplished by investigator to cover other angles of the case. Of the technical staff, those assistants has been requested to conduct examination of evidence, specimen gathered to supplement the findings of the report of the investigating officer. Itong technical staff ay nagagathered ng isang evidence at yung evidence ay ikakandak upang malalaman kung yung isang object ay may makikita siya mga fingerprint, just like if the man stab other persons without any witness. So the technical report or the technical staff, those assistant has been requested to conduct crime laboratory examinations that the evidence seen by the crime scene. Accident report. This report shall be served as investigation report of the officer who investigate the accident. It shall be prepared for each vehicular accident, fatal or non-fatal injuries to damaged properties in addition to compliant assignment sheet. Ito yung pag mayroong nakikita ng isang road accident ay mayroon itong investigator na nakakandak upang magagather ng mga all details what happened in that crime scene. Wanted persons report. This report shall be served as informations of the persons who are wanted by the police shall be flashed by means of the police. Wanted persons accomplish in quadruplet copy to be sent through provisional director. Ang copy ng isang wanted persons ay isisend sa provincial director. The PNP province in case of cities or municipalities not under provincial commander. The copy should be sent to Chief of Police for the PNP, Philippine National Police located in Kram-Krami, Quezon City. Ang first copy ay isasend sa National Bureau of Investigations or the NBI. The original copies should place a wanted person wanted file at isasend ito dito sa police department concerned, and the fourth copy should be displayed by the the rug gallery, and the the last one is the compliance with the instructions at the back of the wanted persons is required, and that's all.
So good day everyone. So today I am going to discuss the arrest and booking records. So these reports are required for all persons arrested. It shall be made out in full on each person arrested. So in other words, that this report are only applicable for those persons who are arrested. And next is arrest report. So this shall be made out in full on each persons arrested and should not be prepared at the time a prisoner is booked. So ito ay ginagawa sa oras na isang kriminal ay inaaresto pa, at hindi ito pwedeng gawin sa oras na ang isang kriminal ay nasa bilanggo na. So the next one are the types of arrest and booking records. So number 1, informal regarding the offender. The charge and circumstances of arrest is recorded before the prisoner is locked in jail or released on bond. Number 2, the arresting officer is responsible for the arrest report and its completion. Number 3, one or more criminal charges may be placed on one arrest report. Number 4, however, if the arrest is in obedience to a warrant or warrants, separate arrest reports will be made of each warrant. Number 5, in preparing the arrest record, it is important that the full name, first, middle, and the last, and other personal circumstances of the prisoner are entered and all questions on the form be answered. Number 6, it shall bear an arrest number for each arrest made. Number 7, the number series for arrest shall start from number 1 on the first day of each year, which shall be known as calendar year numbering system. Number 8, for example, the first in 2008 shall be 0821. So this means that it is the first case of the calendar year 2008. And for the next 9 to 1 and so forth. Number 9, this report shall be used in controlling prisoners during the period of investigation. Number 10, the arrest report shall be filed by the arrest number and cross-indexed by name and all known aliases of the prisoner. Number 11, it shall carry the serial number of the complainant, assignment sheet, and case report as the case may be. Number 12, in an arrest where there has been no previous complainant, assignment sheet, prepared, the desk officer shall make out one and assign a serial number at the time of the booking. And last number 13, immediately after accomplishing the arrest report, 3 things to be done. That's all. Thank you.
Good day guys and good morning ma'am. I'm going to discuss to you some part of arresting report. Number 1, sent to the compliant clerk for the preparations of the compliant assignment set. Number 2, second, sent to the record office for the name search against the alphabetical index file in order to determine if the prisoner is wanted on some other case. Unang gagawin ang compliant ay pumunta sa clerk para sa preparation ng assignment set. Pangalawang gagawin, ipapasa ito sa record office para sa name search against the alphabetical index file para malaman kung ang wanted ay may iba pang kaso. The third, there are 2 set fingerprint of the prisoner shall be taken. First set shall be forwarded to the NBI headquarters. Second set shall be searched by fingerprint classification in the fingerprint file in the department is maintaining 1. Unang set ipapadala sa NBI headquarters. Pangalawang set naman ay gagamitin ang fingerprint classification. The arresting report shall be prepared in triplicate copy together with booking set as the fourth copy. Number 1. The original is filed with the arrest file number is the Central Record Unit. Ang Central Unit ang magpapile neto na meron na itong arresting file number. The second, the duplicate and triplicate copies shall be sent to the fiscal or to clerk of court as the case may be, together with the criminal complaint or information and its other supporting papers. Ang duplicate nito ay ibibigay sa fiscal or sa clerk ng korte. The third, the lower portions of the arresting will be later on detached and returned to the police department by the fiscal or the clerk of court concerned after the terminations of the case to be filed with the case record after the dispositions of the case has been annotated on the fingerprint of the accused. Kung ma-terminate na ang kaso ng tao, kinuhaan ng fingerprint, ang piskal ng magsasauli ng mga kape neto sa pulis. Booking report, the police department needs a current list of the prisoner is custody which will indicate the status and disposition. Kailangan ang police department na makakuha ng file kung saan nakalagay na doon ang lahat kung ano ito kanyang dispositions. Ang booking set dapat naman nasa jail arresting. Ang booking set dapat ay nasa jail file arrest at naka-arrange na ito by alphabetical. That's all. Thank you.
Good day, I'm Mary Nicole Galarian and I'm going to discuss what is physical control. So, as a public agency, the police department has an obligation to provide citizens with certain information following legal requirements and department policy. So, this means that ang police department ay may obligasyon na magbigay sa mga mamamayan ng ilang impormasyon kasunod sa mga legal na kinakailangan at kagawaran sa patakaran ng departamento. And to the end, copies of appropriate police reports should provide if a proper requirements is made, while a reasonable fee for copies may be changed to citizens. Waivers of fee should be granted also to all law enforcement agencies and tax-supported bodies on a reciprocal basis. So the next one is that the records access policy must be compatible with the department policy covering relations with the new media and the rules established by the court. So, ang ibig sabihin ko, ang patakaran sa pag-access ng mga records ay dapat may katugma sa patakaran ng departamento na namamahala sa mga ugnayan sa bagong media at mga panuntunang itinatala ng korte. Officers also are requiring copies of reports for court appearances that should be frequent in writing the proper number of copies in advance of trial dates. So the next one is the records processing areas should be physically secured from unauthorized personnel, and files and the other storage device should be designed to prevent tampering or pilferage if left unattended. So, next is, what is T or TI? So, it means that no original document should be released unless to an authorized individual established by a specific criteria. Ito, so ang ibig sabihin nito daw, ang T or ang TI ay nangungulagang walang orihinal na dokumento ang dapat palabasin maliban sa isang otorisadong individual na itinatag ng tinukoy na pamatayan. Bukod dito, ang mga trained personnel lamang ang dapat pahintulutan na kunin o palitan ang mga natala o records. So, in conclusion, all records maintained by the department should be considered irreplaceable because those records contain information that is needed for the day-to-day work of government. Also, their purposes is to provide reliable evidence of and information about who, what, when, and why something happened, and help to protect individual rights and entitlements, safeguards the public interest.